Well, while I eat my lovely ice cream, here's part two. So, I just thought today again. After I got the real number for Brockfield House last night, and then I told you in part one it got deleted from my screenshots or from my WhatsApp. It was in my WhatsApp messages, same as when Sarah said she still works for the police. When I said, "How do you pay your mortgage working for Mind, a charity?" And then she said, "I still work for the police." And then that message got deleted from my phone an hour later from Snapchat. But I showed Ruby it first. I said, "Look, Ruby, your mum said she still works for the police." So Ruby's seen it, and then it deleted from my phone. So after the same thing happened last night, when I went on Gemini or whatever it was, and after that call centre says it's Brockfield House, says they can't give me a number, and they give me a number that's not them. It gave me the real number, and the manager's name was Richard Saint. Right, and then that's now missing from my chat. So it just proves that there's still remote access and people are editing and doing what they want on my phone. So I just phoned Brockfield House number again and had the same thing about 4 or 5 times before someone actually said, "I'll put you through." And they put me through. I mean, they've given me the number as well. I've written it down. Look. That's June Ward. I've got it written down somewhere. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the number he's given me for the June Ward. Right, so I'm going to try it later. Fuck off! Right, look. That's the number he's given me for the June Ward. Right? So it's nothing at all like the one on the internet that says it's Brockfield House. It's not even the same dialing code anyway. So anyway, another one, the CQC, when I phoned them the other day and I said, what's going on with my, you gave me a reference number. I reported my abusive doctor to you and you said they let me give you a reference number. I said, you better tell me it because I won't get the email because the police are intercepting it like they always have. And they gave me, I wrote it down, and after I set up another account, identical DJ Club UK Wayne Heath account, I put the number on there, the reference number, and I also that day I reported my Facebook being hacked to Harlow Police as I was next door, and then that Facebook got taken down. It said, "Oh, we believe your account's been hacked." So what we're going to do is we're going to send a verification to the email that's hacking it, which is your email, djclubuk@hotmail.com, which is the one that I use for that account, which is being hacked. So they said that we're not giving you any other option. We're going to send your hackers the verification code. And then that account's just vanished. It's not there no more. Go and look. If you type in DJ Club UK Wayne Heath, it's gone. It's not even there. It's not suspended. It's not. It's missing. So I phoned the CQC the other day. I said, "What's going on?" And they said, "Oh, yeah, the investigation." I said, "Yeah, fuck it. I've done the investigation. So what did your investigation find out?" I said, "Oh, we'll put you through to..." I said, "Just put me through to who's going to give me the findings. I don't want to know the procedure." And all they were going on about was the procedure. I said, "I don't care about the procedure, mate. Just tell me what the findings was. I was abused in 2016. It's 10 years later. So what was the findings of your investigation?" And they put me through to someone and said, "Oh, I can't get access to it now." I said, "But they just told me you could." I said, "All right then, get back to me." And not got back to me. But the thing is, when I phoned them, the CQC's in Newcastle, right? And when I phone the number, it says it's Corby Urgent Care Centre. Same as when you phone Brockfield House. It's not Brockfield House. It's a control centre in Basildon. And I just phoned that again. And I said, "Where are you situated?" He said, "Wickford." I said, "No, you're not. You're Basildon." It says on my phone, Basildon. And you told me last night it was Basildon. And you've just told me it's Wickford. Right? So I phoned the CQC. No. Sorry, the Corby Urgent Care Centre that says it's the CQC. I looked it up online. What's the Corby Urgent Care Centre? And he gave me a number. So I phoned it. And I just said, "All right, can you just tell me where you are?" She said, "Northampton." I said, "All right, where's that?" And she said, "It's in the Midlands." I said, "No, it's not. I thought Northampton was near Southampton, which is South Coast." And she said, "Oh, it's near Norfolk then," which I also don't think it is. Right, but anyway, that's not the point. And I said, "What do you do?" She says, "Oh, broken arms, broken legs, all that shit." Right? So I said, I don't want to bother you. It's just that I phoned the CQC the other day in Newcastle, and when it rings, it says it's the Corby Urgent Care Centre, and I've just looked you up, and you're not the CQC, so I just thought I'd phone the number to confirm what it is you do there. And she said, "Well, we do broken arms, broken legs." So And she didn't know where. She said she was Northampton, but I've just seen something about Kettering. I don't know. I'll post the screenshots. I've got the two things now. I've got the screenshot of the CQC and the Corby saying the Corby Urgent Care Centre, and I've got the one I just phoned saying it's the Corby Urgent Care Centre in Northampton. And I just phoned and spoke to the lady, and she said they do broken arms and they're nothing to do with CQC. Oh, so here's the next one. Oh, and I phoned the woman on the June ward that he put me through to. I said, put me through, and I'm going to phone him later anyway. And I was chatting away with her, going blah, 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 blah. And I said, just do me a favour, put my mind at ease. It's not a security risk. Like you say, you're sitting in the office of the June ward now, so just put my mind at ease, because everyone's lied to me for 6 years saying that they're Brockfield House when they're not. Tell me where the telly's situated from where you are. She goes, oh, where it should be. I said, yeah, I know. Oh, well, of course it is. I said, so where is it from where you're sitting? Left, right, forward? I said, it's not like I'm going to come and nick the telly, is it? It's a fucking secure unit. How am I going to get in and get out with a fucking telly that's bolted inside a fucking unit? So I'm not going to nick your telly, am I? So where's the telly situated? And she couldn't answer it. I said, what about the pool table? Where's the pool table? And she couldn't answer it. And she was telling me to phone back Tuesday, the person you need, blah, blah. I said, look, I don't need a person. I need my fucking minutes. I need my records. Don't tell me to get solicitors because they're bent. Don't tell me to go to judges and courts because they're bent. They're the ones that sent me to you. Ipswich Crown Court. He let a case in his fucking court, but he knew there wasn't even a case. There wasn't even an offence committed, let alone a victim statement. Right? So I'm not going to courts. I'm not going to judges. I'm not going to solicitors because they all lie. Like the one when I put myself in prison recently. And I said, don't bring me fucking legal aid because they're more bent than you. And they brought me legal aid. And I said, fuck off. And he kept on pestering me. I said, all right, I'll hire you if you can answer this question. Is it lawful to take a picture of a public notice board? A member of the public, yes or no? And he said, yeah. I said, fuck off, answer yes or no. Can I take a picture of a public notice board lawfully, yes or no? And he couldn't answer. So I said, fuck off. Right? Same as when I was sent to Brockfield. My solicitor come to court and said, yeah, oh, you need to go guilty. There's not much I can do to defend you. They've got all the evidence. And I was thinking, mate, there is no evidence. There's not even a case. I've not even committed an offence. So don't fucking mug me off and tell me to go guilty, right? Because all that does is show that you're one of them, right? Because any solicitor would know that there's not even a case to answer, let alone they've got any evidence, let alone all the evidence. So there's two legal aid solicitors that are on their side, not mine. So I'm not going to a solicitor. I'm not going to courts. They're my fucking records. They refer to me and my personal information. They're mine. They're not the solicitors. They're not the courts. They're not Brockfield Houses. They're mine. So fucking give me them. Telling me I need to do this. Just fucking give me them. I've been asking for them for 6 years because that's what's going to get me off the streets. Because then I'll get a genuine solicitor to sue their fucking asses. The NHS should not have protected a bent doctor. Right? They should have protected me. And now they need to be taught a lesson. And when I sue them, I'm going to give some money to the other side of the NHS, the real hero doctors, the one that saved Ruby's life. Like Dr. Portelli, when Sarah come back and said, I just took her down, she's got this rash on her hand, the doctor said, go home. And I said, fuck off. I took her back down and I said, you're going to fucking see her, look at that. And then I demanded they see her, and Dr. Portelli saw her and detected Kawasaki. And she had to be rushed to hospital and have a fucking blood transfusion on 1 in a million chance of getting it. And he spotted it. So these people are real heroes. And I'm going to take money out of the mental health service and give it to the other side because they're heroes and they saved my daughter's life. To show it's not about money. And mental health don't deserve money. What they need is better clientele and to listen to people like me who have been abused at the hands of mental health services and all the people that protect them. And you think you need money to make it work. You don't. You need experts. And experts are me, not Dr. Ho, who stick needles in people and then make them homeless after. Or your options after is to go to another controlled environment where we'll send another doctor to control you, or you can be homeless like I am now. And that's what Dr. Ho does. The aftercare team as well. Right? So that's why I'm going to sue the NHS. I'm going to give some money to cancer charities, animal charities, and I'm just going to buy myself a little Beamer and get myself a little flat. That's it. I don't want your money. I want people to be held accountable. And it's going to happen one way or another. So anyway, yeah. The Corby Urgent Call Centre. Yeah. It says it's the CQC. It's not. When I was down in Appledore a few years ago, when the council come down, Jack said we need your medical records. So I got them off for Churchill. They gave me them the same day in an email. And it says there's no entry of it's schizoaffective. And I said, where do you want my records? And they didn't tell me. So they wanted me to see my records to see that there's no mention of any mental illness on there. Which would beg the question, why was I detained for 4 years and why is Dr. Ho being protected now? What's he got to hide? Why are the police not investigating the crimes I've alleged about my Facebook hacking, my phone hacking, I've reported Dr. Ho for physical and mental abuse and unlawful detention, and they're not investigating it. And in fact, when all my phones kept on having remote access and they keep fucking blanking the screens, I went and gave them the phones. I said, yeah, you're hacking the phones, or you're aware of who's hacking the phones, so there they are. I said, that you don't have to hack them now. There's my passwords, there's my passkey. Yeah, you get in, go and investigate everything that's on them. It's got loads of shit on there. It's got screenshots of the 2 Dr. Ho's in Essex that are being investigated for abusing their patients, one in a woman's thing. I mean, anyone with common sense would know there's not 2 forensic psychiatrists who both work in Essex, both with his name, Dr. David Ho, one white. Oh yeah, and that said he's from Birmingham, I remember that. The white one was from Birmingham. And my one was Chinese. And Ho's not really a white name, is it? And David's not really a Chinese name. And the police are not investigating any of this. Same as my hacked phone, all the shit on my hacked phones, my S8 and the other one that they hacked. That when I bought it from Bishop's Stortford, they phoned me on it straight away and said, hello Wayne, it's Harlow Police. And don't ask us how we got your number or name. And you've only just bought it with cash 5 minutes ago, but we're just phoning you and saying hello Wayne on it. And so if you want to know why they're not investigating these crimes and protecting Dr. Ho's and Sergeant Pagents and all that, then there's your answer, right?